Hello and welcome to Burlew Mitsubishi. My name's Mitch and I'm going to show you around the 2017 Lancer ES Sport Black Edition. So starting off with the car, you can see that it has a couple of accented highlights in black representing the Black Edition. You have a black centre grille here, which changes from the standard model being a chrome grille. We have LED daytime driving lights. Now these lights are on all the time when you start the car. Really bright when the lights are off, they dim slightly when the headlights are on, mainly so that you're always visible. The fog lights, obviously they can be turned on or off when the headlights are on to help obviously with visibility in low light conditions, especially in fog. I have got the bonnet just open a little bit here, so I'll show you under the engine bay here. Comes with a bonnet stand. So here you can see the My17 2-litre engine. This one is mated to a CVT transmission, so it's an automatic transmission. Now the 2-litre engine produces 109 kilowatts and 197 newton metres. So it's definitely got enough to get up and going when you need to. It is a sporty vehicle, so you're definitely going to have great fuel consumption as well. 7.1 litres per 100 with the automatic transmission. Now one benefit of our vehicles is we use telescopic engine mounts. So in the event of a frontal impact, the engine will actually drop down rather than entering through the firewall into the passenger compartment. Around to the side of the vehicle, I'll show you these 18-inch black alloy wheels. So these are standard on the Black Edition, finished in gloss black. They look fantastic. You do get an 18-inch tyre as well. Loads of grip out of these tyres. Smooth ride, low road noise, fantastic feel through the driver. You've got the black accent on the side here. Black mirrors with integrated indicators. Now these are great as well. It means that they're up high, people can see them. They are an LED as well, so they're high visibility. You can see also the side skirt down the side of the car, accentuating the sportiness of the Lancer. Moving down the car, you have the fuel filler door. Fuel filler door is on the passenger side. That's the curb side, the safe side. So always remember that if you're on the curb side, you're not going to get obstructed by traffic or any moving vehicles. Around the back, we've got the gloss black rear spoiler. You've got a high mounted on the boot here, a stoplight, as well as a rear view camera, standard on all Lancer models. Further around the vehicle, you've got the gloss black roof. The best thing about this car is that we've chosen it in the white, but to highlight these black accents. The other colours available are black and titanium, okay? So the Starlight colour here is a pearlescent colour. It does have a slight pearl to it. You can see here in the boot, it is quite large. It does utilise a space saver spare or a reduced section spare, depending on where you're from. Removable carpet for easy cleaning, and under there you have got your temporary wheel with toolkit and jack. Just shut that for you. So coming around, I'll open the driver's door. You can see that in the Black Edition, you do get a gloss black trim that runs across the driver's and passenger door and across the centre console there. You do get leather door cards with red stitching, again a highlight of the Black Edition. In the rear seats, heaps of room. I'm 6'5" myself and I can easily fit in this second row of seats. They do have a 60-40 folding seat mechanism, which does mean that you can lower the seats down to create more access to the boot, which I'll just do now. You do have a centre armrest as well with cup holders. There are ISO fixed points located on the rear outer seats, as well as the standard anchorage points on the rear parcel shelf, just up here, under the covers. I'll get my cameraman to go to the driver's seat and I'll point out some other options for you. So you can see the center section here running across the center of the car, high gloss with a red pinstripe, as well as a leather gear shifter with red stitching, a leather handbrake lever with red stitching, and the cloth seats with a mesh insert with red stitching as well. Most importantly, your hands are going to be all over this. Leather bound steering wheel with red stitching. Sitting in the driver's seat, you can clearly see some of the other benefits of the black edition over the standard ES Sport model. So you do get a high gloss center trim with red pinstripe that runs across the center of the dash. You do get the red leather gear selector with red stitching as well, and a leather bound handbrake grip with red stitching. Your hands are going to be all over this steering wheel, and you're going to love it with the red stitching and the black leather. Feels fantastic. Now, as standard, you do get 7 airbags. You get a driver's airbag, passenger airbag, a driver's knee airbag, as well as full SRS curtain airbags and airbags out of the side of the passenger and driver's seat as well. The car does have a 5-star safety rating. It does come standard with traction control, ABS, and stability control management. On the steering wheel, I'll point out some of the buttons on here. You do have your audio and volume controls on the left-hand side of the steering wheel. On the right-hand side of the steering wheel, you do have your cruise control buttons. The lower section of the steering wheel here is for telephone and voice connectivity as well. So you can talk to the car and get it to do things like pair your phone, change radio stations, etc. Like all Japanese cars, indicator on the right and wipers on the left. Okay, handy feature with the Lancer is that you can leave the headlights on at all times. When you turn the car off, it will warn you that the headlights are on, but then turn the headlights off. So you theoretically can leave your headlights on all the time and the battery will not be depleted through leaving the headlights on. I don't know if my cameraman can see down the bottom there, but we do have the sport pedals as well in the ES Black edition. So adds a bit more sporty feel to the vehicle. In the front section here, you also have, in the cubby hole here, a 12-volt socket, little storage compartment, and an auxiliary input. Twin cup holders, and in the center console here, nice big storage bin. What I'll do is I'll just get the key and I'll start the car up so you can have a look at the instrument cluster and also our display system for our media center. So you can see here, high contrast dash here with your tachometer on the left, speedometer on the right. Okay, this car doesn't have any fuel in it, doesn't need any fuel because it sits in our showroom most of the time. On our center screen here, you've got obviously FM and AM radio standard, DAB radio, digital audio broadcast. So that gives you more stations, higher quality FM station, AM stations as well. So the big benefit of that is that you can listen to your AM stations and it sounds like you're actually sitting in the studio with the presenters. It's fantastic. You do have Bluetooth audio, as well as obviously your Bluetooth telephone, CD player, and obviously your USB input as well. So the USB input is going to be playing from a media, say a USB device, or even your iPod. Moving to the next screen, your auxiliary input, your phone and vehicle settings. You do have a voice control button here, which means you can, as I mentioned before, talk to the vehicle to change radio stations, connect your phone, etc. Now the benefit of obviously having a system like this is that you're not going to be distracted with your phone, making calls or taking calls while you're driving. You can all do it through the steering wheel, through the voice control button, or obviously through the touch screen with the voice control here, or cycling through your phone settings, your phone connections, contacts I should say, while you're driving. Beneath the screen we do have your hazard lights, very easy, can't miss it, sitting in the center of the dash there. So obviously when you are in a situation where you do need to warn others that you may pose a risk, it's right there in the center of the dash, very easy to find. Beneath that we have our air conditioning controls. We have temperature on the left, with recirculation being the push button to cycle between fresh air and recirculation. The next one across is your fan speed with air conditioning control, air conditioner off, air conditioner on, and you also have an auto function. So auto function will mean that you set the temperature and the car will control the fan speed to maintain the temperature that you have set. The next one across is your air distribution. So you can set it at your face, your feet and face, your feet and windscreen, or just the windscreen. You do have an auto function for this as well. Once again, the car will take care of all of the distribution to maintain the ideal temperature, and with set to the fan speed to auto as well, maintain the maximum comfort level inside the vehicle. You also have your rear demister button on this side as well. So pushing that will illuminate the light, which would turn on the rear demister to obviously defog the rear window. Moving up to the top, the black edition comes with a black headliner. So the black headliner is quite sporty, I think. The standard ES Lancer comes with a beige, creamy style headliner. Having a black headliner, I think, makes the car feel a lot more sporty. Obviously, you do get twin sun visors with vanity mirrors on both driver and passenger side. Interior lights, you have fog map lights on both sides, driver and passenger side, and you do have your door switch here. So obviously when the doors are open, the lights will come on and you can turn that off, which we have at the moment. Okay. Now your rear view mirror has a very small bezel around it, so maximizing the full face of the mirror rather than having an obscuring bezel around it, which can obviously take up a bit more room and visibility. You have your dimming function to dip the mirror. Overall, the A-pillars are quite small in the car, so you can come up to an intersection and do your head scan to check around for traffic, and you're not going to be impeded by a large A-pillar, which are these sections of the car that hold the windscreen in place. You do have a few other options in terms of accessorizing the vehicle. Obviously, the Sport Edition does come standard with floor mats. You can add interior lighting underneath the dash, which produces a blue or a red light under the footwell in both the passenger and driver's side footwells. That's quite nice, quite sporty. You can also accessorize with, say, a different gear selector. Other options or accessories that are available are bonnet protector, headlight protectors, weather shields, really handy for obviously people that like to have the fresh air coming in from outside without being buffeted by extra wind or by obviously rain. What I'll do now is I'll take you through to the outside of the vehicle again and just show you through a few more features. Finally, I'd like to cap off by covering Mitsubishi's Diamond Advantage. So the Diamond Advantage covers you for a 5-year warranty up to 100,000 kilometres, 4 years roadside assist and 3 years cat price servicing. At Berwick Mitsubishi, we also like to offer you the mechanical protection plan. Now, the mechanical protection plan covers you for 200,000 kilometres and 10 years premium roadside assist, plus many more things available in that package as well. If you have any questions on the Lancer or any of our other Mitsubishi models, please call us on 9907 0555. We're located just off the Monash Freeway and we're more than happy to assist you with any inquiries you may have. Please come in, ask myself, Mitch, or any of our other salespeople. Thank you very much for watching and enjoy your day.